Companies like Endurance write their contracts in such a complicated way that even their employees get confused.
The person that I spoke to was reading off of the wrong coverage list of items on their contract.
And that leaves me wondering, can you count on getting paid in a critical moment? I went through a huge number of reviews from real Endurance customers, and honestly, it was kind of hard to find satisfied ones. My name is Daniel. Welcome to the PissedConsumer channel. First, let me clear something up. Vehicle service contracts, or VSCs, are often sold as if they're the same thing as a car insurance, but they are not. Insurance covers accidents and major damages, while a vehicle service contract is just that, a contract. And it might cover mechanical breakdowns. The catch is, unlike building your repair fund, you're not guaranteed access to that money when you need it. Now, let's talk about Endurance. This company is one of the biggest names in the VSC market, and they advertise themselves as offering flexibility for nearly every driver. They sell plenty of coverage levels: Secure, Secure Plus, Superior, and Supreme. Endurance also offers Advantage, Select Premier, and Endurance Elite benefits for higher mileage cars. Pricing isn't fixed. It's calculated individually based on the age, mileage, and condition of your car. According to 2025 Consumer Reports, most Endurance quotes still fall between $70 and $200 a month, depending on the plan and deductible. For context, that's in line with the broader market. MarketWatch puts the average extended warranty at about $1,300 a year. Insurify says around $1,080 a year. And Money.com reports from $900 to $2,400 per year. Now, compare that to the actual cost of repairs. AAA estimates the average driver already spends about 10 cents or more per mile on maintenance and wear, things a VSC often won't cover anyway. So it's not just coverage versus repairs. It's whether you'd rather hand $1,000 to $4,000 a year to a warranty company that may or may not pay, or keep that money in your own repair fund. Even the FTC suggests weighing a savings account as an alternative before signing any contract. And here is the reality check. Even with all those plans and a slick app, we've seen customers who paid over $4,000 into Endurance only to be stuck with an $875 bill and eventually forced to sell their car for thousands below market value when the coverage they were promised never showed up.
I purchased a vehicle in October of 2024, October 31st, and I sought for an extended warranty and got Endurance through the advertisements. I'll be paying, it was a total of like $5,600 that they got me approved through something called Line 5. Line 5 paid Endurance up front for the coverage. I think it was the premium coverage for my vehicle because it was low on miles and was very in good shape. Fast forward to February 7th, I had a breakdown in my vehicle center console, to whereas it controlled the air conditioning, the heat, and in this environment is very well needed. It's very cold at night and very hot in the day. So I live in Nevada, and I took the vehicle immediately to the shop the next day on February 8th, and I gave them all the information for Endurance. I did review the contract, and the contract stated that it was a covered part. So the mechanic did a diagnostic, submitted all the information over to Endurance, and about a week and a half later, someone came out to view the vehicle. I didn't hear anything for another day or two. They came back. The mechanic said that Endurance will not cover what he identified as a breakdown. And I didn't know why, so I reached out to Endurance. It's kind of difficult to reach them early on. But then finally, when someone did pick up, they stated that the part is covered, but they can't verify a breakdown. And the vehicle, at that time, it was in the shop for about 14 days. Now, currently, the vehicle is still in the shop. It's approaching 40 days as of tomorrow. The amount to fix the vehicle is like $2,300.
Here's another recent case. A driver who said insurance left him with over $4,000 in losses while offering just $800 as a so-called settlement.
Their contracts that they send to their clients, all three coverage plans are compressed into one form. So it is very easy to confuse which items are covered and which items are not. And in this case, even their own employee gave me the wrong information. So to make a long story short, they offered me no assistance. I went back to the dealer, paid $875 for a diagnosis, no repairs. And at that point, I had no alternative but to put the vehicle up for sale. The vehicle was sold in less than 24 hours from posting it online. I gave the buyer a list of the items that I had given to the car dealer for repairs, and I sold the vehicle for $4,000 below market value to cover the repairs that the dealer had quoted. So at this point, I'm out $4,000 plus $875 diagnosis fee. So we're looking at almost a $5,000 loss. And meanwhile, I had a contract with them that I had been paying for years with never a claim.
These stories aren't unique. Some people also describe the same frustrations again and again. Some point to sky-high diagnostic fees, where just finding out what's wrong with your car leaves you with an enormous bill. One of the most common complaints is denied claims for pre-existing conditions. Say your transmission fails, you expect help, but the company argues the damage must have existed before you signed up, even if your mechanic says otherwise. Others talk about long delays, with cars stuck in repair shops for weeks, while mechanics wait for authorization, leaving drivers without transportation. Then come the refund and cancellation headaches. Customers talk about waiting months just to see a partial refund, or getting hammered with call after call from sales reps trying to talk them out of canceling. The confusion over coverage, it's everywhere. And once you open the fine print, you realize not that much is covered. Essentials like seals and gaskets aren't really covered under Endurance's Secure Plus or Superior plans. They'll only step in if those parts are being replaced as part of a bigger, already approved repair. And that is why I can't stress this enough. Read every single line carefully, because those exclusions could be the difference between getting your repair covered or footing the entire bill yourself. And buried even deeper in the contract are clauses, and they create even more traps. Nearly every plan has a waiting period, usually 30 days or 1,000 miles, where nothing is covered. Shops cannot even move forward on a repair without Endurance's pre-authorization. And if they need to tear down your engine to diagnose the issue, but the claim gets denied, that teardown bill is on you. Miss a single oil change receipt? That alone can be grounds to stall or deny a claim. And even when approved, Endurance gets to decide the parts. OEM, remanufactured, or even used, sometimes with payout caps tied to your car's market value. As for speed, the marketing says approvals as little as 48 hours, but the fine print clarifies it's 48 business hours, just for reconsideration, which isn't the same as getting back on the road quickly. If you want to see for yourself, check the link in the video description for the Endurance sample contract we found during our research. That said, extended service contracts aren't completely useless. For some drivers, they can offer a sense of security if you know exactly what you're signing up for. For many others, the reality ends up being stress, delays, and denied claims. If you are considering one, make sure to get every tough question answered in writing. What's the waiting period? Who covers teardown costs if a claim is denied? What type of parts they will use? What the payout limits are, and whether your existing service records will be accepted. And if those answers don't give you confidence, your best protection might be putting that money into savings instead, or considering another company that's more transparent and fair in its contracts. At the end of the day, the choice is always yours, whether to trust a warranty provider or keep control of your own repair fund. If you have dealt with Endurance or another extended warranty, share your experience in the comments. If this video was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more company breakdowns such as these. Drive safely, and I'll see you in the next one.